Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 235-member Michigan Marching Band. Under the direction of Professor J.E. L. Mix, the M. Fanfare.
Who got it better? Nobody. To the field from the tailgate tries. Let's go blue, yeah, home team. It's the big house, Michigan Wolverine. If it ain't real, it ain't right. If you can't take a hit, take a hike. The legendary Big Ten champ made it right. Joe Ship Beckler motivated the might. Boy so strong, it's on Saturday nights. Howard Woods and break to get the heights. Let's ball, yo, the victors, that's above all. I got one question, tell them all. That's right, amazing true, that's all I say. From the team in the B.I.J. Block him on the genie, I'm Bailey. No one kicking it off like Genie. Follow, while I'm on like Trevor. Roll, so I can get the bad vibes together. Go hard, or go home. Trying to get to the national ship in a road load. They gon' hit from start to finish. The M Club is better than Jumpman in the image. We ready right now, you want it, they come and get it. Green helmets, everybody is heavy. Go blue, go blue. Take it up a notch, we supposed to. Any haters in the way, we gotta go blue. I ain't got a question, but the coast go.
Hey, yo, DJ Array, you ready? Sure.
Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Stanford Cardinals, taking on last year's national champion, the Michigan Wolverines. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So Stanford's offense will have first crack at this one. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go with me game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Here comes the ball, and he's on the move.
Yeah, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's when they'll put it in play. So Michigan's offense will have its first possession of the game. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Coleman, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the break.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
He'll ride his man on the option. Finding open areas. Nice job to keep it himself, find the 1st down marker, and move the chains for this offense. The Wolverines are on the move. And off from the shotgun. And he launches in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep beating him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TV.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. A strike downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Red pass, it's complete. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's loose on the left side. Touchdown, Wolverine. The defense putting points on the board.
Defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
And it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing, you've got guys swiping at it. You've got to have two hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job of ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Off the play fake on first down. It's complete. Touchdown, Michigan. A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Men?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know this defense is playing with so much aggression. They're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all times.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
The offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, and thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
The Cardinal will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in at the 40. He gets a block. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll keep it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
He's now up to 58 yards on the ground in this one, and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. Guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense storming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Gonna run it. It's Preston. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense working from the pistol. The give to the right. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
The Cardinals come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got to be consistently, Jesse. Like, you got to consistently play hard, play after play, because sometimes they get rid of the ball fast. Sometimes you can't get in the mix. But to get to the quarterback 30 times, very few people have done that.
So here comes the Michigan offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. Now the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get 3 from way downtown. That is no good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball racing to the right. Oh, the fumble on the defense got it. Touchdown, Wolverine. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone.
They're winning the game, and the defense is helping out their own cause. That's the 2nd time in this game they've recovered a fumble and taken it in for a touchdown. We know they're opportunistic, and they pride themselves on being athletic and being physical, but they're showing you why you cannot make mistakes and cough the football up when you play them.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. That is a defensive player's... Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. No shot to return that one as he moved it out of the back of the end zone. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I Probably the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Stanford lines up to punt it away. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
The play action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home.
He's running free down the middle. Past the 20. And he just kept moving it right away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Eastern Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ball was loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, but look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Let's go!
Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And I love when you make no bones about it. Bring in the beef, all the tight ends, the extra offensive linemen. Give it to the fullback, let him plow ahead. You knew it was coming, and you couldn't stop.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Stanford going back to work with another first down.
On the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And we couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Things aren't going to get better for this offense, guys, until the quarterback becomes more accurate. Obviously, that was the problem the last game. Now completed less than 50% of his passes there, and he's doing it again here. You just can't score points if you're not completing throws.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Use the play fake, now the throw. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll try to do it himself. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
Here we go.
To the air, it's late. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Takes a handoff. It's Newton. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the first down marker. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. And he missed it. No good. Because no game is perfect, something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to write about here. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in the big house.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. Stanford will kick it off to start the second half. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He'll pull it on the read. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football, and you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Still running at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. And another broken tackle. Touchdown, Michigan! He will not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can manage. Look at him, great tackles, and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the jets and take it the distance?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today. They still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 4 over Eastern Michigan. Any big developments here in the back, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To throw, it's Barmore. It's complete to the left. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games. That loses games. And that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Breaks into the open. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Here we go. On the ground. Touchdown, Wolverine. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And the running back gets a 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Barmore. Working that left side now. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. Now they'll run the draw. Got enough for the first down. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the crease. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Stanford!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounced. The end zone. So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far. Crosses the 35. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
This offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there. Break. Tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly.
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and then running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball.
Deep shot for the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out from the 41.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up second and inches.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on third and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Davis. Smashes through the tackle. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. The give out of the gun. He breaks a tackle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground with the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And runs through another guy. Turning it on. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Breaks the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Give to the running back. Smashes through the tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Barmore. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Cardinals come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They're setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
Got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football.